I used to DJ, and two MCs used to MC for me, and then, but both of their name begin with an S, so they wanted me to have an S name as well. So I went to the house one day and they said, your name is Skepta, and I was like, okay, and that was it. I'm happy because it's just my name, you know. Many people have names. If you search it, chocolate could come up, a car, or so many other crazy things, but if you search it, Skepta is just me. When I was young, I'm still young. When I was younger, I used to listen to something that nobody knows, like a weird one. That's the beauty about being from London. Like, since when I went to school, when you go through the door in school, you have welcome, merhaba, you have every language, hello, like it's a big picture. And I suppose always seeing that when I was going to school, I always knew I had to have compassion, sacrifice for other people that are not from where I'm from. Like, I always had different cultures in my class. The teacher would read everybody's name out, different names, different surnames, all from all over the world. So the beauty about being from London, I listen to everything. I can't like pinpoint. I could say that my dad played reggae when I was younger, but as to what I listen to everything. I listen to Take That, to Snoop Dogg, to Bob Marley. So it's everywhere, you know, and that's why I think like where my style comes from. It's very eclectic. When I was younger, it started from reggae. I used to listen to my dad used to DJ before, so every reggae artist from Pinchers to Supercat to Bob Marley, I knew everybody from my dad. And when I used to hear them, how they used to rap or how they used to toast on the songs, I used to think, yeah, like one day I want to do something like this, but like a London version. Like, my mum used to play this. Yeah, it's like a Moroccan song when I was younger. Like, she used to play this song in the kitchen when she was cooking, but I just recently found it, like about a year ago. So now I'm chasing this artist. I'm chasing down this artist to find him because I want to make music, and I'm really into like the whole Moroccan sound. So all the singing, all the instruments they use. I love the sound. I love how it sounds. Like it's very spiritual, their music. It's not about jumping up and going crazy all the time. It's about like they're very relaxing. It's a very relaxing sound. So yeah, I'm listening to a lot of Moroccan music at the moment. Yeah, because I come from a vinyl time, but because vinyl's so like I feel sorry for vinyl. I'm upset for vinyl. But do you know what my actual favorite vinyl? Grace Jones. Grace Jones had a vinyl, and like it was like they took a picture of her, but they cut her and then they made it. She had her mouth open, and then they made it like. It was just a sick design. And I remember when my mum used to leave the record out when I was younger in my house, I used to be scared of the record. I used to look, like, try not to look at it, you get what I'm saying? But that's my most memorable, hard-hitting image of a vinyl that I can remember. It's my favorite vinyl, the Grace Jones one.
Big up the energy crew right fucking there. Boom, boom, boom.
My younger brother, Jason, he produced a couple songs on my album. And I always said to him, I want him to go to Japan, I want him to go there. So we had this idea to call the album Konnichiwa, to make the sounds, computer game. But you know, over time, it changed. Different elements came in. We started going to America, met different people, went all over the world, should I say, and met all different artists, and then the sound kind of changed, but it kind of came back when I got to go to Japan on the day my album was coming out, because I'd never been to Japan before. And I called my album that like 2 years ago. So for it to land on the day when I was doing a show in Japan, I kind of feel like it's not me, you know. I'm alive and that, but the universe, because I've allowed the universe to tell me what to do. You know, I got to the airport at Coachella, they told me my visa was denied. Yeah, they told me I couldn't go. So, but I didn't, normally I would cry about something like that. Not like literally, but I would be upset. But because I keep telling myself, I've just surrendered myself to the universe. Like, tell me where to go, tell me where to be, and I'll be there and I'll perform my best. So, you know, I think the universe put me in Japan on that day my album came out. But it was a beautiful time. Everyone in Japan was showing love. They loved the album. So you know, next I'm always like on to the next. So I'm thinking about my new album right now. It's kind of crazy because like, every song that I've ever made, I always hear it in my head before it's come. I hear it. I already know what it sounds like. You know, I'll be in a club or something and they'll be mixing songs and I'll be like, what do I want to hear now? If I had a chance to bring a new song into this club right now, what would it be? And I'll mess around in my head and then I'll have it. And then from the idea in my head to the computer, that's the beautiful process. That process there is like, sometimes I can get lost in translation. So what I was thinking is not what comes out, but it could be better, you know, or just the process of getting it out of my head onto the computer. I love it. I love it. Like I'm inspired by going to shows, standing in the crowd. If I go to festivals and I'm playing, I will still listen to the other guy that's playing after me and before me, you know what I'm saying? So always trying to absorb, always trying to like, life is an inspiration and an expression, so I'm always trying to be inspired, you know, so I'm listening to everything all the time. I don't really care about politics. I don't understand what's happening. I don't get it. They fight in there and stuff. They have like punch-ups and stuff in Parliament, like. So they're just like us, if you get what I'm saying, but they've got a different power from people who give them the power. You know, power is given by other people. So if everybody accepts that these are the government, then they are the government. If we say they don't exist, then they don't exist. But people still say they exist, so they do. But to me, they don't. You know, even when all that stuff was happening in England about the EU and stuff like that. You know, like I think it's sad for everyone. You know, I think it's sad to show that there's what was it, 51% that wanted out of Europe, straight. You know what I'm saying? I think it's sad, like it's embarrassing, man. You know, but at the end of the day, I've always, since I was younger, I always told myself I don't want that to affect me. Because I see how it affected my parents. I'll see my mum like be upset by people who don't care about her or have something's affecting her that doesn't give a shit about her. Do you know what I'm saying? So for me, I was like, nah, man, I'm gonna, whatever I have to do, like, I don't care. If I go to the cash exchange and I give £10 and they give me €8 back, that's just what it is. I don't think, oh, what are we saying? What's the government? You know, I don't, like, that's what it is. And I live like that because I have value for my own money, you know? £20 might not mean the same £20 to someone else, but I have a good value for money. So as long as I keep that value, no matter what happens in the economy or the government, it won't matter to me. I'm where I want to be all the time. Well, I use my music to teach, you know. I'm a certain way, I have certain values, certain morals, and I believe other people have them as well around the world, and they will relate to me when they hear them. People who don't have my morals, I don't want to convert them by force. You don't have to listen to me, you know. It's just who I am, and I know there are people around the world who think like me. So I try to teach, I try to reassure, tell everyone shit's gonna be cool, you know, everything's fine, you know, don't worry about police, don't worry about money, like that stuff should be secondary, like money will come to everybody. If you find like I say, when you surrender to the universe, I think a lot of people are scared of what their real purpose is. They think that their purpose is to work and get money and do this, so they're scared to find out who they really are. But my message in my music is to really find out who you are, because it's the best thing you will do with this life. Everyone's like, what's the meaning of life? The meaning of life is to know who you are before you die. Otherwise, you still go back to there when you die. So it's best that you know it now, so you don't have far to travel back to when you die. So yeah, my music, I just use it to teach, use it to people to be free, you know, not to go crazy. You can go crazy at the shows. That's why I love shows, because now you can go crazy. You can listen to the music and wild out, but take my message and go back into the world and like, remember what I said, like, and just love with it, you know? So yeah, I think music's for teaching, and everyone who uses, whether it's music, social media, any sort of marketing to rob people and to take money, like streetwear, certain streetwear brands, certain artists, I know they're just doing it to get money. You know what I'm saying? I can tell, I can hear their music. So them people, I don't really listen to that music. Like, I try and always keep the message, keep the teaching, and keep the reassurance, which is the most thing that you MC for, reassurance.
She said to me when I had a dream, when I was singing, what you mean?
Woo! At my own gig, I'll try and get to the front row. Yeah, because that's like the safest place. Like, because inside the middle gets crazy. Ain't safe, that's not me, shut down, these tunes gang, like, it's mad. So front row for me, chilling, looking at the artist, taking the photo, like, yo, sick, that's it. I'm not gonna lie, like, collectively around the world, the energy is like, it's the same. So it gets more and more every country I go to, but it's still like a carry on from the last one. So, and that's what's the beauty of the internet now. I don't think some people are behind, I don't think some people are in front, and like, some people get it now. There's a group of people on the internet that all get it at the same time. Doesn't matter, Moscow, Amsterdam, Nigeria, I've been everywhere. Australia, New Zealand, New York, LA, like, these kids collectively on the internet at the same time understand, and that's the beauty. Back in the day, you had to travel, like, maybe some people don't know you here. Oh man, let's do a marketing thing over there, something, you know, something like cheat, some fake shit just to get people to buy your music. Now I could just be me on the net. Some people will like me in Moscow, I'll go there. Some people like me in Amsterdam, I'll go there. It's really nice. It's like I'm a globetrotter, just a world traveler, enjoying the freedom of being free.